Jessica from the Retro Farmhouse. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on a project that was inspired by my previous project, the little red truck. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it at the end of this video. But basically, have you ever been working on a project and it gave you another idea for another DIY? That's really where this came from. I was working on the base of the truck and thought, this would be a really good base to use for a vintage looking sleigh for Christmas. So I will end up linking all of the items that you need in the bottom of the description box. So without further ado, let's get into working on today's project. So I'm going to start out with this little tiki sign I got from the Dollar Tree. This sign is 14 by 8.5, and you're going to need 3 packs of the large stir sticks. And the rest of the items I'll have throughout the video. So right here I'm just taking my ruler and I'm measuring about 1/2 inch in, and I'm going to cut this with my box cutter. And the reason for this is I just laid out my stir sticks and I wanted it to kind of be even across and not have to overhang, so it just made it easier for me. Now, using a little bit of E6000 and hot glue, I'm just going to take that and apply that to the back of all of these sticks and apply them to my board here. I've had several questions asking the use of doing hot glue and E6000. This is not my original idea. I've seen a lot of crafters use this, but the basic point is that the hot glue allows it to hold immediately so that you can continue to keep working on your project, but the E6000 allows a more stronger bond, but it does take several hours to set, either 8 hours or more. So I like using both of these. It just has a good combination of being able to hold up on my projects. Now I'm just going to take a couple of the short stir sticks that I had left over. You can use anything for this. If you have popsicle sticks on hand, I'm just applying a few of these to the bottom just to create a better hold. And now I'm taking 2 more of my large stir sticks. I'm applying some E6000 and hot glue to the edge, and I'm going to hot glue these down to the sides. I ended up staining this in Early American by Minwax, and I just used 1 coat, and now I'm taking a cardboard box that I had left over. You can really use anything that is a stronger cardboard, and I'm just cutting off 2 pieces so that I can make the extensions for the bottom of my sleigh. So now I'm just taking my 2 large stir sticks and I'm just measuring those out on the width so I know how wide to make these. And I don't think I really measured anything specific here as far as how much I did it. I just kind of eyeballed this. And I'm just using something round to kind of help me to achieve a little bit of that candy cane looking shape that you see on the end of sleighs or old vintage sleighs. And I just kind of moved this around and then took it away, and if I needed to readjust the line, I did that. So some of it's free-handed, but the round top there did help me to achieve kind of a better shape. Now ideally, I didn't realize probably through this process when I was doing this, it'd be easier to just do one and then cut this out, take it and put it on top of your other one and just trace it out and cut it. So that's what I would suggest. I don't think I even realized this until I started doing it, but that would definitely make it a little bit easier. I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm just going to cut out this shape. Next, I'm going to take my 2 pieces. I'm just marking here about where I think the edge needs to go. And then I'm going to apply these with just some hot glue. To make these more of a cohesive looking piece, I'm just using this burlap ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. And basically what I'm going to do is I wanted to just wrap this all around both of my sleigh sticks. So I'm starting here at the top and I'm going to start at an angle and I'm just going to hot glue this and roll this around as I go. Now I'm going to take some of my burlap ribbon and I'm just cutting this into smaller strips. This is going to make it easier to go around our curved pieces without creating a bunch of bulkiness. I decided to add some stenciling to this to kind of make it a little sign. So I'm using the stencils that I got off of Amazon. I'll link those below, but they're actually a 2-process stencil. So you apply one and then you put the other one over top of it after that dries, and then you apply it again. So it kind of gives this little 3D look. And I'm basically just dabbing some regular white craft paint that I got from Apple Barrel on this and using a little makeup sponge. I do suggest you do thinner layers and let them dry in between instead of applying a large amount of paint. This helps it to keep from running underneath of your stencil. And when I use my makeup sponge, I'm kind of just using the little corner edge of this. You can also use what's called a spouncer. They sell those in Walmart, but I just get a bunch of makeup sponges from Dollar Tree and it just works really well for me. And because I wanted a little bit different font on some of my words, I'm just taking a very thin paintbrush and I am freehanding the words of and in our title here. Now I wanted to create kind of a look like your sleigh's been in the snow a little bit, so I'm just taking some little dabs of white chalk paint from Waverly brand, and I'm taking my chip brush and I'm just kind of dabbing that on one of the edges and up a little bit just to give it a little bit of color, or almost like it's been running through the snow. Next, I'm going to use these 3 clothespins that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to pull these apart, and I'm going to be using these little sticks to apply my bottom of my sleigh. I also did stain these in Early American and applied these with a little bit of hot glue and E6000. Next, I'm just going to apply some more E6000 and hot glue, and I'm going to attach my ski pieces to the bottom of each side. And lastly, I'm going to be taking some Dollar Tree Nautical rope and just cutting a piece here and applying that as the little hand pull for the sleigh. And I'm just applying that with a generous amount of hot glue. And here's the finished product. I use this as a little decoration. You could really put this on your porch, or because there's now a little hanger on it, if you have a large enough front door, you could also probably hang it from there. But I think this turned out really cute, and you didn't even have to end up cutting any pieces. You could just use everything as is. And I just loved how this turned out, and it makes me really excited to make some more DIYs for Christmas season. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification button so that you know when I'm uploading some more videos. We'll see you guys again next time.